Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what? You know what today is? Today's day 26 in the 31 Days of Horror. Whew, man. There's only 5 days left until Halloween. This month flies by when I do these, when I do the 31 days, it seems like. Excuse me. Yeah, it seems like the month just kind of just zips right by. Next thing you know, we're into November, which, I'll be honest, I mean, my second favorite holiday of the year is in November. That's Black Friday. For those that don't have a Black Friday, because it's more of an American thing than anything, the day after Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday, except for up in Canada, but they have it like in October. The day after Thanksgiving is the first official shopping day of the Christmas season, and it's called Black Friday, and they have all these ultra cool sales on everything, you know, from computers to TVs to GoPros to movies to beds to everything. And I like to go out there and find as many movies as I can on that day, because they're usually for a really good price. I mean, they're big movies for like next to nothing, you know, so why not? I don't buy movies all year round like I used to in the past. I just save up and buy them on Black Friday. But that's all about Black Friday. I know that in a way Black Friday is a lot like the UK's version of Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, which is like a big sale day. But that's all November. We're talking about the 31 Days of Horror. We're talking about day 26, and we're talking about, let's put it up right, You're Next. Yeah, You're Next. This was a really cool movie. It came out in 2000, I think this came out in 2012 or 2013. I want to say 2013. A lot of people that were pretty much unknowns, and I still don't know a lot of the people from this movie if they've done anything else. The one person I recognize from this movie is the one that played the mother, Barbara Crampton. If you don't know who Barbara Crampton is, yet you're a horror fan and you haven't watched more 80s stuff, she was really big in the 80s. She was in Reanimator. She was in From Beyond. She was in Chopping Mall with Kelly Maroney, directed by Jim Wynorski. She kept doing horror movies like for the longest time. She's still doing them. She was in Death House, Beyond the Gates. I mean, that was like a year or two ago. I mean, she's still doing them. So I mean, it's really cool. Barbara Crampton. But here's what this movie's about. This couple, Barbara Crampton and her husband, in the movie, go out to their retirement home, basically, to celebrate their anniversary and have all their kids there. And they're well off. I mean, this retirement home that they're going out to is kind of a run-down estate mansion, you know, that the husband bought. Kind of like, hey, look, I'm going to retire from doing what I do, and I want to fix this place up, you know, type thing. It's not run-down, but it's, you know, it's not 100% in tip-top shape, which is fine. So they invite all their kids out. They're 4 kids, 3 sons and a daughter. And it just so happens that on the night that this is going on, they get invaded by, I don't know what to call them. I mean, they're not really terrorists, but it's just a home invasion movie, you know. And one of their sons, Crispin, brings his girlfriend along, and she knows how to take care of herself. And there's a reason behind it. Don't want to go too much into this if you haven't seen this movie. I'm surprised if you haven't, but if you haven't, there's a lot more to this. If you have seen it, you know, it's a cool movie. The only complaint I have with this movie is the same complaint I have with a lot of modern horror. It seems like the people that do the lighting are whatever for the cinematography or whatever for movies nowadays. They choose to do this natural, hey, let's flip on a couple of lamps and we'll light the whole place. And it gets hard to see what's going on sometimes when you do things that way. People pick on movies like Friday the 13th and whatnot from the 80s and say, look at this, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's still bright outside. You can see what's going on. Yeah, you can see what's going on because we want to see what's going on. We don't want to be stuck in the dark guessing. And modern horror just doesn't quite get that. They want to do this natural lighting look, and it works, but, I mean, come on, this is a mansion. This house is huge. You can't tell me that the entire place is going to be lit by, like, 4 lamps in each room. They got to have, like, a different kind of lighting source in that place. And it just... In parts of this movie, it just gets a little too dark. That's my complaint. It's a small one, but it's just kind of from time to time just bugs me, because I like this movie. I like this movie a lot, and then I go throw it in the machine and the player and watch it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot how dark this movie is. I'm not talking dark in in tone. I'm talking dark as in look. It's a good time. Like I said, you could check it out, have a good time with this, as always. This was directed by Adam Wingard. Don't really know a whole lot about him. I know he's done a lot of stuff since then. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this. This is my day 26 movie, so check it out. Tell me what you think of this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I know one guy, Aaron Penn, he's on YouTube. He doesn't really care for the movie. And he says, and he has a valid point here, that the family in this movie deserve what they get. Yeah, I could see that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But it's a fun movie to watch. All the same. Check out Aaron Penn. Please. I mean, he's one of the coolest guys. He's got the movie club. He doesn't do videos so much anymore, but he does live shows. And so you go there and then you can chat with him while he's doing the show. And he'll just talk about horror. And he's very knowledgeable, very nice guy. Like I said, Aaron Penn. Another guy that I forgot to put on the credits is Moods616. Again, if you don't know who Moods is, check him out. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Like me, he loves his Italian horror, and he just loves a lot of underground stuff. I mean, there's times he pulls stuff up that I've never even heard of, which really, I mean, all of a sudden he's like, hey, check this out. I'm like, whoa, I never heard of that one. I'm it's just like, whoa. But, yeah. So always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit that bell, bing that bell, and ring that bell. That way you know whenever I put something new up. As always, I want to know what you think of this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.